So this falls under the what I want to see video, because what I love about certain photography videos is being able to see people be passionate and do what they love, because it reminds me to hold on to the passion that I have for photography. And that's important because sometimes the deeper you get into that hole, the harder it is to enjoy being creative, the more the self-critic comes up, and the more challenging it is to remember what you loved about it in the first place. So this is like a journal or a diary of the things that I enjoy and the moments that I love. So this is Olivia Madison. She is a model, 6'3", funny, confident, and just poses like no other. I've worked with her twice before. This is my third time. And we have shot natural light, we've shot beauty, we've done in studio, and every time she just kills it. And this time we wanted to do something a little bit more studio, a little bit more leaning into the fashion. And so we went to Editorial Loft. That's a 719 studio division. And if you've heard me speak about 719, it is simply because 719 studios are unlike any other in Los Angeles. I mean, like, every wall different, every space lived in, the colors a little bit pastel, a little bit beige. I mean, this studio was set for us, and I couldn't have asked for anything better. So let's just break it down real quick, because when you rent out a studio, you got to move fast. I need to move fast, and I'm usually without an assistant, so I'm trying to be as quick as I can. So a lot of these setups that you're going to see are going to be done with one light. I'm either going to try and use natural light if I can, or I'm going to try and accent the natural light, or what I've been trying to do a lot lately, because I just enjoy the look of it, is recreating and adding on to the natural light so it almost feels like it's a nice one light, just one sun coming through. So if I remember correctly, first outfit, the beige, the brownish, this was a very cool, I love the sleekness of it. We put that up against the circle, and you can imagine with her height, she was able to touch the top of it, but it worked out well. We did some leaning against the wall, we did some in the sand, we did some on the steps. We tried every angle, and what I tried to aim for there was really just trying to get that one light feathered off so that it was dark. If you put that light directly on, this looks flat, and it can look flat. I mean, that's any location, right? That's any wall. You put a flat like lighting on it, it's not always going to be the most flattering. I mean, like, she's going to look great, her makeup's going to look solid, but that dress is not going to pop. And so I kept moving my light further and further to the left, feathering it off. How far can I turn it off? Can I do it at a slightly 45-degree angle, coming down hard? And then once I've got that shadow, I'm staying in that sweet spot and just working with it. Then we moved on to the second. This was in front of the green wall. That's what I'm going to call it. It was kind of like a foresty kind of tone. This has like the most e-com kind of feel to it because it's a bit of a platform, but that's okay. What I did was I put the light slightly 45, again, keep it on that 45, going down at an angle. She had the beautiful white dress. I mean, this thing wafted, it opened, it had movement to it. That was the main thing of trying to get the movement. And so we did a couple of steps where she would step, one step forward, throw it, one step forward, throw it, trying to throw and move at the same time. So you could get, as it fell, get that nice flow so that it had a little bit of a shape to it. This is the image that came out from there. Next, we move to the water. It's not actual water, but they have done an incredible, I've never seen anything like this. It's a gel, right? And the gel is on the floor, and it's at such an angle, it looks like, and it reads like a reflection. With this one, there's all these windows leading up across the side. That natural light was coming in, and so I put my light facing in that same direction, moved it down so that it was right about her 45 degree to her face, right above her nose, and then slightly 45, boom, powered from there. So all that light's coming from the same section. That meant that her posing towards that light to embrace it, and we got this shot. Really happy with that. Next, even easier, white wall, because we have to give her some nice flat ones because she loves things that pop. And so we took this bodysuit against the white wall. Loved it, loved the setup, felt like it needed a little bit of color. We moved over, boom, to the green wall, and the green wall, not the foresty one, but this time it was just like a little bit, it was like a wonderful lime. Put her in front of the lime, same soft light. Put that soft light back on. So now we're not doing it with the hard light because the hard light was blowing out the green, is blowing out her face, and it wasn't very flattering. The white, for some reason, white just looks good. But against the green, it was probably best to just keep it simple. I kept the light right above me, slightly 45 down, so it was hitting her. It wasn't, the fall off was near her knees. Shot her straight on, playing towards, and then we did what I like to refer to as like an emotional range. So give me happy, sad, just work your way through it. We're gonna blast some music, and then every frame, don't worry so much about the poses, but just let the face just play and give as many expressions as possible. Forgive me for what you're seeing. And this way, my hope is that when doing that, it just kind of frees up the expression. And then I get one image that's kind of in between, that was unexpected, that was unplanned, and is fire. And that's this image that we got here. Put this in the capsule, put this in the journal, put this in the diary, close the book. This is one to hold on to for myself, because what I enjoyed was that I got to just focus on being a photographer. I wasn't having to do so much heavy lifting. I got to really just kind of focus on getting in there and getting the expression and being able to connect with her, which is what I want. I want sessions where I can connect with people and where I can feel a connection. And when there's just a little bit of energy in the image, I feel like sometimes I get so technical, or I get so focused technically, that I'm paying less attention to the person. So I'm trying to do better this year about making sure that I'm lighting broad, so I can then spend all my time focused on the person and connecting and getting a solid image. Happy to share this with you. Hopefully you like the images. That's all I have to share. I mean, like, was this good? I don't even know I'm asking. There's no one there. Have a good day.